Never been opened. Never used these before. Never been opened and never used these before. I'm so excited about these. So let me just cleanse these real quick. I'm so excited about them. Yes. So opening, I'm unboxing. I'm so happy about these. I just feel a lot of energy. I feel so much energy right now from these. They give me a really good feeling. So let's see. Here's the book. Here's some. It says answer the call on the bottom. Answer the call. Let's see. Wow, so these are some really amazing looking cards. They're going to show like different places all around the world to channel ancestors. So I am so happy to see what these, they're kind of sticky. They need to be broken in, okay? They need to be broken in. They're kind of sticky. But we're going to break them in. And just look at the bag, fire. I love it. I love it because I'm a fire sign. Let's do another cleanse real quick before I get started to see. I always tell people, my ancestors are interesting because they're different than what you might think. It's different than what you might think. And I want to see what happens to determine if this deck is really the deck for us. If this is really, you know, a good deck. I always try it on myself because you know yourself. You know yourself. So if it's not, then it may not be. So this helps to figure that out. All right, so let's see if, what is that? Upskill. Okay, upskill. Interesting. And there's a group of people surrounding a tree. I also see enjoy music, and enjoy new beginnings. Okay, so there's something here about music and me, which I already know, that the music industry. The music industry. I do have ancestors from the music industry. I do. And they always have messages for me. I know exactly who he is. And it also says enjoy your creative side. Enjoy your creative side. So this looks like a group of, and it feels like one particular man, because all these photos have one man except the one here, and this one just shows a woman, which kind of feels like it could be a representation of me. My ancestors connected to music are definitely trying to, they're trying to get me to notice something about the next steps in my career, the next steps in my destiny. Is something dealing with the music industry that's a part of my destiny, is what I'm getting from this. It's like a new beginning wants to happen. It feels like I'm meant to socialize with the music industry. I'm meant to know people in it. I'm meant to connect or be around these people. Yeah, artists, music artists, yeah. And this also feels like, for some reason it feels like, because for some reason these people over here in this group that is near this tree, this feels like Greece, feels like ancient Greece. It feels like somewhere along the Mediterranean. We also have some Native American here, and it feels like some place that's also really, really cold too, like a really, really cold place. Like he looks like some type of Viking. Then I also see Scandinavia as well, like around that area. And see, I told you guys, they're not going to be who you think they are. Yeah, and then at the bottom of the deck, family connections. Yeah, I have family connections in the music industry. that are people passed away that I already know about. But so far, this is okay. This deck is not bad. So far, this is true. I do have some ancestors who were very, very famous. And I'm aware of that. They helped me a lot. They helped me a lot. And they tell me a lot of things as well. As a matter of fact, they revealed a lot of things to me in the past. So yeah, these are also people who I'm seeing respect people and kinship. Yeah, these are people who were like, could have been uncles, cousins, a father, people who were already connected and are in the music industry. They're helping me. They're trying to tell me some things, but ironically, it's not anything bad. They're trying to actually get me to embrace a new beginning involving the music industry and me. They're trying to get me to see something in a different way. I can sense that there's something that needs to change about the way I see things. And I started to feel like that the other night, and especially last night. I was like, I just had told myself, maybe there's something that I don't see clearly about my connection. And I think that this is, because this is so positive, I feel like they're really trying to get me to see, that I should lighten up when it comes to certain things. They're telling me that it feels like they're trying to get me involved, and I have been resisting it forever. I have been literally resisting this. And I've been such a rebel. I have been so rebellious, and I have been so, I just really didn't feel right about it. I just really was like, no. And I was being, a rebel for sure. But for some reason, my ancestors keep wanting me to go into this situation. And when I say ancestors, I don't really mean like elders. Honestly, I mean, I just have connections to people who died in the music industry. They don't necessarily have to be my ancestors. They just feel like people I had connections to because of a bloodline that I'm connected to. I also see Hawaii here as well. So I may be connected to a lot of different people. I kind of see all continents here. I see Greece, Italy, Rome, Europe area, Mediterranean. I also see Hawaii, that part of the Pacific Ocean. I also see a little bit of like over on the, just Pacific Ocean. I see the Mediterranean Sea. I see the northern part of the world, like where it's really, really cold at. I see, the Scandinavia Russian thing too. It feels like I have ancestors everywhere, like all over. Like I'm connected to people everywhere. And the next card would have been spirit guides. Yeah, these are all thank you for the clarifying. There we go. They're my spirit guides. So they're not really my ancestors. And I really didn't feel that because I don't feel like I have ancestors that I'm really connected to. They're spirit guides. That's what it is. And that's appropriate. That does make sense. They're spirit guides. They're people who are guiding me right now. And that's what I feel. I don't think that any of them are ancestors. I just feel they're guides for me, and they're helping me to navigate something dealing with the music industry. They're telling me that I have a purpose in it. Like there's a reason why there is a connection there, and it has to do with a family member that was a musician, a music artist. This has something to do with this person. And they're telling me that I've just been dragged into it. As much as I've resisted it, as much as I've fought against it, as much as I've said no, it's like this stuff is just inevitable because of this person. Yeah, this is so aggravating, you guys. It really is, because I just really, really think it is. So basically, yeah, these are my spirit guides. They're from like all around the world, but I think that they're all trying to get me to notice something about the music industry right now. They want me to start embracing it instead of like going against it. They want me to change something because I feel they're telling me I'm connected to so many people in it, and I already know that. I know that already. I know my connections to them. I know that, but I just didn't want to be in it. I really just didn't. I really just didn't want to be involved. I really didn't. I wanted to keep my life how it was, but for some reason I keep getting pulled into this. So you know what? I'm done.